Hello and welcome back to our three-part series, How to Buy Your First Home Ever. Today we are covering steps 4 through 6 and we are starting right now. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Emily Ingle. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my page and hit that little bell because every week I put out awesome new videos about Jacksonville and real estate in general. Okay, so I'm just gonna be real with you guys for a second. This is Florida and a storm is a brewing. So I apologize in advance if you hear these crazy cracks of thunder. You can't see the lightning, but you'll hear the thunder possibly as I record this video. Okay, so let's quickly rewind. We'll go back over those first couple tips. You've gotten pre-approved, you've gotten connected with a great lender, and you know how much you can afford. Not just purchase price, but at this point your lender has gone over different scenarios with you, so you have a pretty good idea of what your monthly payment would be if you were to move forward. Well, now it's time to start doing some research. So tip number 4, start looking online. There are several different ways you can go about your home search, but typically online is going to be the most efficient because let's face it, everything is online now. But let me let you in on a little secret. Whatever you do, don't use Zillow. I know you probably think I'm totally crazy because everyone uses Zillow. It's all over TV, it's all over the internet. Why wouldn't you? Well, Zillow is notorious for having outdated information, and nothing is more disappointing than when a buyer texts me and says, "Oh my gosh, this is it. This is the one. We love this house." So I hop on my computer, I look it up in our multiple listing service, and I see that that house actually sold a month ago. Guys, this happens all the time, and I don't want it to happen to you. So if you aren't going to use Zillow, what should you use? Well, for starters, your realtor. Your realtor can set up a search based on your criteria through the MLS. The MLS is the multiple listing service that all licensed realtors in your area are required to list their homes for sale in. So it's always going to have the most accurate and up-to-date information. This search that your realtor set up for you is automatically updated, and it can notify you as frequently or as infrequently as you like. Maybe you're just now starting the process of searching for a home and you really only want to be notified once a week. Or maybe you're getting super serious and you want to be notified every day. Or hey, maybe you're in the thick of it and you need to know automatically when a home comes on the market that fits your criteria. Well, in that case, it can be emailed to you automatically, or in some cases, some MLSs even have the capability to text the listing to your phone. So just ask your realtor and they'll get it set up for you. Another great search tool you can use, especially for browsing, is Realtor.com. Realtor.com has a user interface very similar to Zillow, and they have an app. But the information on Realtor.com is typically much more reliable than Zillow. Another tool you can use for your home search is your agent's website. These are typically integrated with the local MLS, so again, you're getting real-time data. Now, when you're searching, you want to make sure you're searching for homes that are listed actively for sale, not contingent and not pending. Contingent or contingent take backup, if you see that, it means that the sellers have accepted an offer. They will accept a backup offer in case this one falls through, say for inspection reasons or financing reasons, whatever reason. If it falls through, they'll take your offer as a backup. But what if it doesn't, right? And here you are, you need to find a home because your lease ends in 3 months. You don't want to be waiting around to find out if that's going to work out for them or not. And you definitely don't want to be looking at homes that are pending. Pending means that the sellers have accepted an offer and they aren't even entertaining backup offers. So again, you want to make sure you are only searching for homes that are actively for sale. If your dream home is listed as contingent or pending, pretend it's not even there. If it comes back on the market, your realtor will let you know immediately. Tip number 5, know your local market. Is it a buyer's market or is it a seller's market where there's not a lot of inventory, so you've got to be ready to make a decision quickly? How long are homes typically on the market before they go under contract? What is the sales price to list price ratio? Do sellers typically get exactly what they ask for? Or is there some wiggle room for your offer? Sellers' closing cost credits. Do the sellers typically assist with paying buyers' closing costs in this market? Your realtor can definitely help with answering these questions for you. The reason it's important to know the answers to these questions is because when you find the home that you absolutely love, you want to be informed so that you can submit a strong offer. This is especially important if you are in a seller's market where you're likely going to be competing against other offers. The more you know about the market, the better informed you will be to construct an offer that the sellers will want to accept. Tip number 6, actively start house hunting. Now you're ready to go start seeing homes in person. You've consulted with your agent and they know your needs, what the home absolutely must have for you to purchase it, and your wants, what you would really like for the home to have so that you'll absolutely love it. Make sure you let your agent know ahead of time when you want to go see a home. Most sellers require a minimum of a 2-hour notice. The more time you give your agent to prepare and send the showing request to the listing agent, the better. This is especially important if you're going to see multiple properties in one day because the agent will need to coordinate a plan. Do we want to go here, 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 right? We don't want to go here and then back here. We want it to be a cohesive plan that is respectful of both of your time. So you're out touring homes, say you find the one and you submit an offer. What happens if your offer doesn't get accepted? Well, don't lose heart. It's not uncommon to go through a few offers, especially if you're in a seller's market. That's because there's not a lot of inventory and there's a lot of buyer demand. That's the case for our market here in Jacksonville right now. We have super low inventory, but because interest rates are also so low, buyers want to take advantage of it. I'm working with buyers right now that submitted an offer on a home last week, and we were one of 13 offers. That's crazy. So if you find yourself in this situation and you submit an offer that doesn't get accepted, don't try not to get discouraged. Ask your agent plenty of questions so you know what to expect and just keep going. You have to trust that the right home will work out for you. And that's it. Those are tips 4 through 6 to buying your very first home ever. If you're thinking about buying, you should check out my free guide to buying a home linked below. It lays everything out in a super simple manner so you know exactly what to expect as you go through the process of buying your first home. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell button because next week I'll be releasing the last few tips to buying your first home ever, and you definitely don't want to miss it. So that's it. I'll see you next week.